Hey guys, Hakeem here, back with some more magic. Let's look at our opening hand here. Got some good mana, only one green source, but we can get this Wayfinder on the second turn. We should be able to, we already got 3 white sources, we should be able to easily just ride right up to this Planar Cleansing, and then we've got a Sheoldred, so, this is definitely keepable on the play. Yeah, and it's Friday, we've got to put that green source into play, because we won't be able to cast the Wayfinder next turn without it. So yeah, Friday, so, got myself a drink of dirty, dark and dirty Captain Morgan there. Mixing it with Dr. Pepper tonight, so, that should be pretty good. Playing against Hooray Beer, oh, that's great on Friday, Hooray Beer. Picked up a Kozilek, so we're picking up everything at the top end of the curve, but, let's see, we've got 2 black mana, which is pretty much all we need for the most part. Grizzlebrand has 4, but that's just something we'll worry about later. We have triple white, but we do have Palaka in the deck, so we need to start fixing for green. So, I mean, a Golgari Gilgate here is going to be what I'm looking for. But I'd rather have green mana than black, since we've got 3 worms, only 1 Grizzlebrand. And we hit none. Absolutely 0 lands. So we've been 2 7-drops, a Gatekeeper, and a Cultivate. But luckily we've got a couple of lands that we can keep hitting our drops here. So I don't know if you watched my video from a couple of days back. I asked people what they wanted me to do this week. I'm not doing a deck tech, obviously. It was pretty split down the middle from what I could see. A lot of people wanted some of the old decks. I got a lot of question mark, or a lot of people wanting me to play this particular deck. So I'm playing it. But there are also a lot of people who want to see the achievements. So how I decided was I'm probably just going to stagger them. I'll do this tonight because it's Friday. I want to have a drink and I want to play a super powerful deck. So this is why I'm playing Abzan Lifegain, plus people want to see it. And tomorrow, and I might do some achievements, and the day after, maybe I'll do Total Control and just kind of zigzag like that a little bit. Depends on how I'm feeling, though. But for the moment, though, we should try playing here. Could be Selesnya tokens, although he is playing 80 cards. There could be a Raise the Alarm in our future. If there is, I mean, it doesn't really bother me because I have 6 mana plus a Cultivate, so I'm well on my way to Planar Cleansing. So I'll offer this up here, see if he wants to flash in a pair of 1/1s and trade with one of them. He doesn't, so I'm just going to put the planes in play and Cultivate right now. And honestly, I'm going to go get green, so that way I'll have Palaka Worm mana. And then the only thing we need to fix then is for Grizzlebrand, but he's only 1 card, so we should be able to find the mana for him without too much trouble. Excuse me, yeah, Dr. Pepper and Dark Rum, you should try it. It's delicious. Hooray Beer, that's awesome. That is an awesome Friday night opponent. So we picked up a Treasured Find. So, I mean, we got some good stuff in the graveyard here, but nothing that we want to rip out of here just yet. But it's nice to know that later on in the game, after a Planar Cleansing, we can just yank a Runescarred Demon out or a Palaka Worm or whatever we need. So for now, though, we're just going to play a Gilgate and pass and see if he ever decides to play a card. So he's played 3 lands here. Maybe he's playing a 3rd color that he doesn't have, or maybe he just playing 80 cards and doesn't curve out. So anyway, yeah, he's just passing it back. Picked up that Golgari Gilgate, so now we only need 1 more black mana, and we'll be able to cast every card in the deck. But for now, we're just going to continue down the path of Wayfinder beats and see how far that gets us. One other thing I will mention, I do try to, in every the description box for all my videos, I mean, I'm sure most people probably know this, but in the description box, there's a link to No Goblins Allowed where you can see the deck list in the fancy table. I do try to keep those up to date. I just went online, and now I get the second cleansing. I just went online and updated this one. There were a few minor changes. I did not add the Sandstep Citadels because I'm playing Cerulean Gatekeepers, and I'm playing 4 copies of Cultivate, so I didn't change the mana, but I'm playing some Wall of Omens and stuff. Anyway, if you want to, you can click the link and check it out. I mean, do I just jam a Sheoldred here? I've got Treasured Find to get her back, but I don't know. I mean, he's not doing anything. He's got to have Angelic Edict. He's got to have Angelic. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to play it out. I'm not going to play it out here. Since with 2 Planar Cleansings, I just kind of want him to do something stupid like that. And then I will cleanse the plains. So here he is, gone Captain of the Watch. So that's his first play of the game. It's a pretty strong one, but I mean, he's a bit late on it. Question is, do I put down Sheoldred and make him start sacrifice? He could have Reprisal. I don't mind a Reprisal so much, because then he's probably going to spend the other 4 mana on his board. But if he puts down the Paragon, that's a fuck ton of damage I'm looking at. I still think I'm going to put down the Sheoldred here now. Hope that I dodge Angelic Edict, because I do not want my Sheoldred exiled. Definitely don't want that. And then I'm just going to try to ride that Sheoldred to victory. And if he has the answers, then I got the cleansing. So he's going to sacrifice a token. Reprisal doesn't bother me, like I said, because I can just treasure find it. So yeah, reprisal, not a problem. Hopefully he spends that 4 mana, you know, to advance his board here, waste another card, and next turn I'll just blow it up. So he's putting out an Evangel here, which is good. That's another card I'm going to get to hit. Definitely going to chump block the 3/3 here. I'm going to take 4, but this is a life gain deck, even though we haven't seen any life gain cards pop up yet. They are in here. So let's just chump block there, since we're planning on blowing up the board. Hopefully he has another 2-drop. I'd love to see another 2-drop come out here. He doesn't, though, so we're just going to cleanse the plains here. Say goodbye to the board. We have 9 mana. Kozilek next turn. I mean, I don't have a land in here to grab with that treasured find, but I do have a... Do I Runescar Demon and go get a Seance? I'm going to pick up a Runescar Demon this turn. Next turn I'll cast it, go get a Seance, and then we'll Seance the Wayfinder and just do that whole thing. And if I pick up a basic, I'm just going to slam Kozilek into play. You know, I've got the second cleansing, so if he has another Captain of the Watch or something ridiculous. He's got Mentor of the Meek, so this could be a nice card advantage engine for him, depending on what he has in his hand. But he's just leaving it naked there. There's a Wall of Omens. Wall of Omens. So I'm going to go get a Seance here. Like I said, pluck that out of the library. Where are you, crazy spirit group of people surrounding the dude, spirit dude? Looking for the artwork here. There it is. There it is. All right, let's get the Seance, and then let's just drop a Wall of Omens into play, draw another card, and we have a 6/6 flyer. So I mean, again, he could have a reprisal at the end of his turn. Doesn't really bother me too much. We've got Palaka Worm now, so yeah, with 9 mana and some really powerful cards, I think we're in good shape. You know, we're definitely in good shape. He's on 7 mana. It's hard to believe, though, his first play was a turn 6 Captain of the Watch. I mean, that's it's a little bit slow for a, you know, Mentor of the Meek white weenie style of deck. He's playing a Michaeloth here, but he's got nothing to eat. He's going to chew the Mentor, though. All right, he's going to chew up the Mentor of the Meek. Picked up another Runescar Demon. So let me go. How many tokens is he going to get per turn? It's going to be 2 tokens per turn. That's pretty slow. I got a 6/6 flyer. How much mana do I have? I have 9. Let's just swing for 6 here, first of all. Let's do that. Let's do that. Do I just blow up the board here? Do I just do that? Do I just say goodbye to his Michaeloth? He's only got 2 cards in his hand. I mean, I could Runescar for... Runescar for what? I've got the black mana for Grizzlebrand. Don't have any life, though. I could just Seance. What do I have in here? Seance a Wayfinder. Really don't want to cast Seance, though, you know, when I'm planning to cleanse the board. Let's just wait one more turn. I can chump block his 6/6 with my 0/4. And let's just, you know, see if he commits to the board a little bit more before I cast that cleansing. Let's do that. He's on 8 mana, though, so, I mean, we could have a Craterhoof incoming. He's only got the 2 green mana, though, so he's going to need a 3rd green source. Here he's playing Elder of Laurels. He can activate it this turn. But I can chump block his 6/6, so... Now I'm definitely going to blow the shit out of the place. Absolutely going to do that. So I'm going to chump block with my wall here. These used to be Elvish Visionaries, these walls. He's going to Chorus of Might. So that gives it trample, except he can't activate his Elder of Laurels here. So I'm down to 10. So that means that I just get to swing in for 6 and blow up the board here. So let's get him down to 6. And let's blow it up again. I'm kind of disappointed that I won't get to cast another card this turn since I got a pair of 4-drops here, but you know, what are you going to do? So there you go, he's got 1 card in his hand. You know, I'm down to 10, but I've got the Gatekeepers and the Seance, so I can play both next turn. And he's just not doing anything. He's got another land, so looks to be Seance and Gatekeepers here is going to be the play. Ooh, no, it's probably going to be Accord Gatekeepers. Yeah, let's play Accord Gatekeepers and make an Angel. Do I have any... I could play Accord Seance, and then I can Seance a Gatekeeper on his turn. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. He could have a Planar Cleansing on his side of the field. I mean, that's certainly a possibility, but I'm going to set up the Accord Seance engine here. And I'm going to exile a Gatekeeper on his turn. and I'll exile a Wayfinder on mine. So this will get us 7 life back to 17, and we'll get an angel on his turn. We're looking at a Phantom General, pretty useless on a board with no tokens on it. Gives his tokens +1/+1, which is nobody at the current moment. So there's our angel, and goodbye Cerulean Gatekeepers. And we're going to exile the Wayfinder, just build a graveyard. I don't need to go Runescar Demon yet or anything like that, so let's just, you know, build a graveyard a little bit. Pick up a gate and hit 2. We milled out 2 Wayfinders and a Gatekeeper, which is actually really good. So I think, though, I think I just Palaka Worm, you know. Nah, I'm going to save my powerful cards in case he does, you know, have a planar cleansing in there. So let's just swing for 4 in the air. And we'll play a Gatekeeper and a Wall of Omens and just keep this big stuff here for a contingency plan. I don't think we're going to need it, but you never know. So here comes 7 more life up to 24. And a random card. And an 0/4 blocker. Alright, so it is another Wall of Omens. I mean, fuck it, why not? Why the hell not? Another random card, you know. It's plains. Pass it on back, we get another angel. And, you know, we lose the Wayfinder token, but I'm going to just exile. I shouldn't do anything here, honestly. With the board the way it is, he's only out as planar cleansing. I shouldn't exile anything. But, you know, I'm going to. But I shouldn't. You know, I know this. He could Crater Hoof here, I suppose. You know, that would be some damage. You know, I got a lot of toughness there I could block with. But, yeah, we're getting another flyer. Could have a Safe Passage or a Fog in his hand. So, I mean, those are cards that he could have. So now I'm just going to try and swing at him here. And see if we can get the win. He could have a Divine Verdict, so I'll swing with 2 angels instead of just 1. Play around Divine Verdict, but you know, I don't think he has either of those, Fog, Safe Passage, or Verdict. You know, just spitting out some random cards here. All right, so there we go. That is Abzan Lifegain. You know, probably my favorite deck of all. That was only 12 minutes. It's Friday, and I'm in a bit of a mood to play this game, so I'll probably see if I can get another one, and hopefully we'll see you in a couple seconds. Alright, let's do this Abzan Lifegain thing again. Let's look at the opening hand. We're on the play again. We've got one of each color, and we've got a Wayfinder and a Wall of Omens that we can cast, both of which we can cast. Treasured Find to grab the stuff that we've been off Wayfinder, and a Cultivate plus a Shadowborn Demon. This hand looks pretty strong, especially on the play. We're going to keep that and drop the Golgari Gilgate this time. We're playing against Dom Goods 203, I guess. He's playing a 60-card deck, so it's better than the 80 we saw last time. We'll see how he starts out. Looks like he's playing blue. Does he have a Shore Stalker for us? No, it's a Cloudfin Raptor. So he's probably playing mono blue aggro. So yeah, we'll see if we can beat that with a little bit of life gain. Did we pick up? Well, there's a Lone Missionary. But for now, we're just going to play the Wayfinder. With only one of each color, it's kind of hard to say what we want to pick up right now. Honestly, considering I've got the Cultivate, a basic would probably be the way to go, so I could Cultivate next turn. But a gate into Wall of Omens into Cultivate wouldn't be terrible either, and that's the way I may go. Well, that's the way I have to go. There's a Cleansing in the Yard that we can pick up through Treasured Find if we happen to need it, but let's pick up the Orzhov Gilgate for now. And just send it back on over to Mr. Mono Blue Aggro, or we'll see if that's what he's playing. I'm fully expecting to see, you know, a Maritime Guard or Triton Shore Stalker. Oh, he could be playing Blue-White Flyers now that we see the planes. Could be some Squadron Hawks incoming. Things of that nature, so we'll see what he plays here on the second turn. It is a Triton Shore Stalker, yeah, so he's playing the aggro thing, but let's see what the white is for, if he has a play this turn in white. So here comes the Raptor. Is he going to keep? No, he's going to keep it home. I'm cool with that. Definitely cool with that. Picked up a Runescar Demon, which is not great. But let's play the gate and the wall. And then next turn we can Cultivate, and then we're off to the races. It is an Angelic Accord, so we got the Lone Missionary here as well. Once we hit 6 mana, we can just go Accord Missionary and generate a 4/4. For now, we'll just keep the 1/1 home. And yeah, I'd like to pick up a gate, honestly, and that I can Cultivate and go straight to 6 mana. That would be ideal, but we'll see. Now he's on 3. These colors could be Mentor of the Meek, Attended Knight probably. You know. See what the blue-white he's playing. Another Shore Stalker. This one's not going to evolve his Raptor. And now he's going to play a Snarecaster. That's probably going to tap down the Wall of Omens. Although it doesn't matter because I can't block any of his stuff. So, it, frankly, it doesn't matter what he taps. But it will evolve his Raptor up to a 2-1. So, looks like I may cultivate into grab a Planar Cleansing out of the yard. And then just hold on to that because he's down to 3 cards in his hand. And his board is looking pretty imposing there at the moment. Do have a couple of good blockers on my side. I can hit that Snarecat. Well, I can only block one, because his 2 dudes are unblockable. His other guy has flying. So I'd love to hit a gate here. This would be ideal. Yeah, it's a gate. All right. So we need the 3rd white source and the 3rd green source. So let's put the plains into play tapped and grab a forest. And let's just pass it on over. We're going to take at least 4 here this turn. Could be more if he evolves that Raptor again. Or if he finds some way to sneak through that Snarecaster by tapping down our dudes and stuff like that. So he's on 4 now. Could be a blue Paragon here. Would be pretty good for him. That would be a lot of damage. I would probably have to Treasured Find the Planar Cleansing. Now he's going to play a Military Intelligence here. Okay. So he's going to draw a card here if he attacks with 2 more creatures. I imagine everybody's coming. He may not bring the Snarecaster. But he's going to get to draw a card here. So now I definitely need to play Planar Cleansing, although he could be playing Negate in this deck. And if he is playing Negate, then I probably just lose. Because I can't block his stuff. I mean, I can probably delay the game a little bit, but he's going all in here, though. I mean, he's really dumping his hand on the battlefield, so... Let's see. It is a gate. It is a gate. So, for me, it's going to be Treasured Find the Planar Cleansing. I mean, I have to tip him off that I'm going to do this. I don't want to wait till 8 mana. So he knows I have a Cleansing now. So, I mean, he's going to be able to hold up a counterspell. But I'm not going to play the Lone Missionary. That could be a mistake. It could be, but I want to follow up the Cleansing with a Chord into Missionary. I mean, if he negates the Cleansing, I lose anyway. So he knows I have a Cleansing, at least if he was paying attention, he does. So, I mean, hopefully he's not playing counterspells. I'd like to see him add to the board here. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I would like to see that. But if he's got a grain of sense, he's just going to do nothing and hold up all his mana and make me fear the counterspell. So here come the 3 dudes. He's not going to swing with the 0-1, obviously. I mean, if he thinks the board's getting cleansed, he should definitely bring the... well, I'll just block it with a wall, I guess. I mean, yeah, I don't think there's any benefit either way to attack him with that 2-1. But we'll see. Maybe the fact that he's not attacking with the 2-1 means that he does have the counterspell, and he gets to draw a card too, so he's drawing a pair off that Military Intelligence right now. So this is it. I mean, he passes the turn over to me. If he has a counterspell for this Cleansing, I'm probably just dead. Let's see what that card was that he picked up, or if he's just going to pass with all his mana up. I don't know. The fact that he's taking so long probably tells me he doesn't have a counterspell, and maybe he's just a bit angry. I don't know. But let's swing with the 1-1 here. No reason not to. He can just block and lose something, or he can take 1. Can only block 1 of his dudes anyway. Let's see if he gives us a point of damage. No, he's going to trade. So maybe that means he doesn't have the counterspell. Let's find out. No timer paused. Away goes the board. Down goes the Guildgate. Okay. Alright, so on to phase 2 here. Now hopefully we don't get dropped to, Baneslayer on our face, because Shadowborn Demon cannot deal with that. It's a Brimaz. Shadowborn Demon can deal with that. So that's okay. Fine with that. Definitely fine with that. How much mana do we have? Oh, do we Sheoldred here? I have up to 8 available to me. I think I just Sheoldred. I mean, he could have Nullify. Nullify is really bad if he has it. I mean, he could Nullify the Shadowborn Demon, and if he does, I could play a Missionary and at least gain 4 life and buy myself a bit of time, but then the Accord kind of falls by the wayside. I could try to Shadowborn, or I'm sorry, I could try to Runescar Demon, but what am I going to go get? I'm just going to put this down. Hopefully there's no Nullify coming out here. So there was no Nullify. He's going to have to sacrifice the Brimaz. Unless he has a Raise the Alarm in his hand, he can flash in some tokens in response to the Sheoldred trigger. No, he doesn't, so there goes Brimaz, and we've got the 6/6 Swamp Walk. Hopefully no Angelic Edict, but I mean, if he spends his whole turn to exile that Sheoldred, I'm in pretty good shape. So either way, I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah, he's got 4 cards in his hand, though. That Military Intelligence did save him a little bit from that Planar Cleansing. But we'll see what he puts down. It is a Mausoleum Guard. That is a 4 mana 2/2. When it dies, he gets a pair of spirits, I think. 2/1/1 spirits with flying, yeah. So when he sacrifices that, he's going to have to... but I tell you, I'm going to get the Shadowborn and Sheoldred loop going on. That's what I'm going to do. How much mana do I have? 8. So we get a creature back. Oh, for free? I mean, that's going to be a Palaka Worm. Yes, hell yes. We'll take 7 life and a 7/7 Trampler for absolutely no mana. We will take that all day long. So now, with 8 mana, I can play the Angelica Chord here and still get a 4/4 because it doesn't matter when you gain the life, before or after you play it. So, I'll just swing for 6 here. And we'll get a 4/4 flyer at the end of the turn. He's jumping, he's going to get his spirits, but he's going to have to sacrifice one of them to the Sheoldred. So here he gets a pair of flyers, and our hand is still really good. So I'm not going to play the Missionary. I'm already going to trigger the Accord. So, and here goes the flyer. Pop that off. I've got a 4/4 to block his little puny 1/1, and you know, I got 17 power on the board. That's pretty good. He could go planes into Planar Cleansing, but you know, I still got a Runescarred Demon to go fetch a Treasured Find to get back my my Sheoldred, so not too worried about that. Not too worried. So I think he's in a bit of rough shape here. I fucking love this deck, man. This deck is just so fucking powerful. You know, it's pretty crammed at the top of the curve, but all these creatures, every card in this deck is just so insanely powerful, and then you get to play this. You know. Yeah, just survive the early game with life gain, chump blockers, and blow up the board and kill them with your 7 drops. That's the way I like to play Magic. That's the way I like to play it. Destroy all their stuff. Alrighty, so coming back on over to us, we get to grab... I mean, I will get a Wayfinder, because I can cast a Lone Missionary this turn. I'll get a Wayfinder to build that graveyard. He's going to bounce the Palaka Worm, which is fine. I can just recast it. Slows it down a little bit. But in comes Wayfinder. What do we bin? It is a Grizzlebrand and a Cerulean Gatekeepers. I'll take the black since I don't know how many sources I have. I got plenty though. So we'll play this. Could he be playing? No, Divine Verdict doesn't work. He's only got 3 mana, so let's just come at him. We haven't gained any life this turn. So he's going to chump block Sheoldred. And we're just going to slam a Worm and make another Angel. And go up to 23 life. Hold on to the Missionary, no point to play it quite yet. And on our opponent's turn he has to sacrifice, but he doesn't have any creatures. 4 cards in hand. Again, he's going to need to go planes into Planar Cleansing. And that's what he does. Kaboom. So that must have felt pretty good for him to do that, but like I said, I'm just going to Runescarred into Treasured Find and get my Sheoldred back. Picked up a Wall of Omens. Just going to play that and go get Treasured Find. And where are you, Treasured Find? Where's the crazy lady with the snaky clothes on? There you are. It's not snaky clothes. She's a Gorgon, is she? I've never really... that's kind of just how I index it in my head, but she's some kind of Medusa Gorgon-y thingy. But anyways, let's go get Sheoldred back out of the graveyard and do that whole thing. You know. And yeah, we got a 6/6 flyer. He's on 2 cards that he has to deal with. So, and we have Sheoldred back in our hand to slowly bring back all the stuff that he just put in the graveyard. So, but now we know he's playing Planar Cleansing. Shorestalker, not quite so good at this point in the game. And Frostlink, so he can tap down our 6/6. At least buy himself a little bit of time, you know, to go back and maybe find another Planar Cleansing. But for now, we're just going to slam Sheoldred. Just going to slam her down into play. Start that whole process again. Let's play a Wall of Omens. Just for a random card. Get a little bit deeper into the deck. It is a Plains. Not going to play Missionaries. No real need to. And he will have to sacrifice a creature. And it is the unblockable guy, so he's got a Frost Lynx, 7 mana, and a card in hand. Let's see if it's a planar cleansing this time. Then he's actually not that bad off, because all I've got is Shadowborn and a pair of missionaries. So he's going to tap something down, but that's you know, I still get to untap with it. And yeah, he's gone. He is definitely gone. So we're going to put the Grizzlebrand straight into play. So that way, if he picks up a planar cleansing, we can just draw 7 cards. So here we go, free Grizzlebrand. I will take that. And here is an Angelica Court. But I don't think I need to play anything right now. Honestly, with him with 0 cards in hand, I do not need to increase my board at all. So we'll just hang on to these cards. And get him to 10, pass the turn, not even going to play a land. And make him sacrifice his 2/2. Planar Cleansing is his only out. He picks up a land, so he's dead. Alright then. Abzan Lifegain does it again. Don't need to. Well, I do need to actually. It's not a May ability, so let's get a worm just because. Because that's a free 7 cards off Grizzlebrand. And let's, you know, swing with the team here. Press the X button because it's easier than AAA. And let's punch him for 19. Alright. Abzan Lifegain. Love it. Check out the link in the description box for an updated deck list. And we'll see you tomorrow, probably for some crazy achievement decks. Alright guys, thanks for watching.